40 years ago, Dundonians explored the new Central Library for the first time. The service moved from what is now the McManus Galleries, with an ever-growing collection, into new space at the Wellgate Shopping Centre. One of the workers moved with the library and recalls how it's changed since 1978.
And 40 years ago, December 1978, we moved up to this purpose-built library for us in the Wellgate Centre. And it was a big occasion because we'd had a very small area in an old building and we were moving up to a much bigger area where we could expand. In the Albert Institute, we didn't have a children's department. Children's department was located in Ward Road, where the collections unit is now. So we were able to open a library that catered for children, adult readers, reference and information, commercial and technical aspects, business aspects. Sure, when I originally started, I worked in an adult lending library. So we just lent books, fiction and non-fiction books. And we've moved up here, and now, 40 years later, books are still an integral part of a public library service, but we have evolved and we offer so much more now. We offer, we'll have a dementia library, we'll have children's activities, story times, rhyme times, we have workshops, we have 3D printers. I think we will evolve and we will become what is needed in the community. We're always looking to address groups' needs. We work with a lot of partnership groups. We have a lot of groups that come in here, a lot of agencies, a lot of organisations. We'll have the Macmillan Hub based in the library now. We're getting a sensory garden area here as well. We'll just evolve, we'll just see what's needed out in the community, what the demand for, what's not being addressed, and we will look to address that.
To celebrate the anniversary, the library will host a reminiscence session with opportunities for locals to browse their collections from history and add their memories to a digital story.
So it's quite a momentous anniversary for the library, I think, being in this building 40 years, and we're kind of looking back on what the library has meant to people in Dundee over the past 40 years, but also sort of really looking forward to what we can do next and how we can sort of continue to keep growing with what we do. So tomorrow, on Saturday the 8th of December, we are going to be hosting a reminiscence session, and that's going to be taking place downstairs in Connections here at the Central Library. So Dan is going to be working with the people who come in to sort of create a digital story of the libraries and the Wellgate. And what Dan does to sort of get his digital stories together is he talks to people to sort of find out, what their story is, and they sort of identify what's going to be the story that people talk about. And then he sort of weaves together audio recordings of them talking with images from either, photographs or drawings or anything that sort of suits the narrative and brings it to life. And there's been a huge change, not just in what the library actually looks like with the change in building, but there's been a huge change in sort of what people find in the library. So originally, the library was, not just books, but mostly sort of printed material. So you would have, the newspapers and magazines were a very important part of the library, but it was pretty much reading materials. But libraries in general and in Dundee have very much sort of responded to new technologies as they come in.
Although the way we use libraries has changed, the team at the Wellgate believe there is a future for the service in Dundee. Lee Dalgetty, That's TV.